The Philippines has breached the 2 million mark in total COVID-19 cases as the country continues to battle a Delta-driven surge. Unvaccinated residents in the city of Manila will have to wait a little bit longer as the LGU shut down all inoculation sites because of a problem with its online system. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. says that COVID-19 shots could be available to the general public as soon as November or as early as October. Comelec has greenlit the resumption of voter registration in areas under modified ECQ. And in lighter news, it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas at one store in Sampaloc, Manila. The three-story building is now open for early Christmas shoppers. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Lawmakers are still grilling the health department, this time around over the lack of budget allocation for vaccine procurement and health worker benefits in 2022. Marian Enriquez with the story.
Lawmakers questioned the health department's 2022 budget plan due to lack of funding for COVID-19 vaccines. DOH Chief Francisco Duque III said they initially proposed 104 billion pesos to the budget department. But the DBM reduced it to 45 billion pesos for booster shots and was put under unprogrammed funds. DOH Undersecretary Mario Villaverde explained that government loans will cover the purchase of jabs next year. But this did not sit well with former Health Chief and Iloilo Representative Janet Garin.
Ano yung ibang pwede nating maisakripisyo para mabigyan ng pondo ang bakuna because it's a matter of our survival for the coming years. Do we have that list, Honorable Secretary?
I stand with you shoulder to shoulder, Madam Representative, that we will identify projects and programs from where we can source the realigned funds.
The DOH said 70% of the target population for herd immunity may be vaccinated by year-end. That is, if the vaccine supply scheduled for arrival in the country make it on time. Meanwhile, Marikina Representative Stella Kimbo asked if there will be a budget for health workers' allowances. To which Duque responded that budget support was already lodged in the Bayanihan 3 bill.
Unfortunately po, yung Bayanihan 3 ay hanging in the balance. Yan po ay aprobado ng Kongreso pero hindi pa po tinitake up ng Senado at hindi tayo sure kung yan ay magiging batas. So ano po ang plano natin?
As of August 26, only around 399,000 healthcare workers have received their special risk allowances. As more beneficiaries are expected to be added in the list, Duque made an appeal to Congress.
Malinaw, kailangan those directly catering to or in direct contact with a COVID patient. It is only by way of legislation that this can be amended.
On Thursday, the House Appropriations Panel will deliberate the proposed budget of the DOH. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
And Malacanang has maintained that the over 8 billion pesos worth of deals awarded by the government to Pharmally Pharmaceuticals Corporation was lawful. In a briefing, Palace spokesman Harry Roque said that Pharmally bagged the contracts because of good pricing and supply availability. Roque was responding to a question on whether former Palace advisor Michael Yang influenced the awarding of deals to Pharmally, which he has links to.
Humihingi yan ng quotes from multiple sources. And the basis of quotes submitted, dun sila magdedesisyon kung kanino ibibigay. Wala pong kinalaman ang mga personalidad. Ang tinignan, presyo at saka yung kwalidad.
Meanwhile, Senator Rizzo Ontiveros revealed that a business associate of Michael Yang and executives of Pharmally's parent corporation in Taiwan are wanted for financial crimes. Among them was the firm's chairman who allegedly embezzled money and manipulated stock prices. The senator also showed a copy of the warrant of arrest for Yang's close business associates to prove his involvement in the crimes. Yang, who was a no-show at the previous Senate inquiry, has been summoned to the resumption of the probe on September 7th. The city of Manila has temporarily shut down all vaccination sites because of a problem with its online system. In a Facebook post, the LGU said that all first and second dose inoculations have been suspended starting 4 p.m. today. Manila Health Department Chief Dr. Arnold Pangan did not elaborate on the technical problem, but he did assure the public that they're already looking into it. As of Tuesday, Manila has administered more than 1.9 million COVID-19 vaccine doses. 767,000 Manileños have already been fully inoculated. COVID-19 vaccines may be available to the general population very soon, including children with comorbidities. The government says this could happen by October. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. said that the country is set to receive 54.5 million COVID-19 jabs in the next 2 months. These shots will be distributed equally to regions outside of Metro Manila.
Nagkaroon po tayo ng equitable distribution based dun sa unvaccinated population. So yung ginawa po namin yun, ino-open na po namin ang vaccination sa A1 to A5. Gumawa na po kami ng pronouncement na yung lahat po ng lahat po ng mga bayan at saka mga probinsya ay pwede na pong mag-accelerate ng kanilang tatawag nating targeted population from A1 to A5.
The push to hasten vaccination comes as the country breaches the 2 million mark in total COVID-19 cases. Active case count now stands at 140,900 after the DOH tallied 14,200 new COVID infections today. 86 new COVID deaths were also confirmed overnight, bringing the death toll to 33,500. On the flip side, total recoveries rose to 1,829,000, with an additional 18,700 survivors in the last 24 hours. Out of the total of 51,400 tests conducted, 26.4% yielded positive results. We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here. still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. One Christmas store in Manila has reopened its doors to shoppers as the country begins the longest Yuletide celebration in the world. Jenny Dongon with the story.
Christmas is in the air. We're down to the bare months of 2021, which means that the longest Christmas celebration in the world has begun. Some Filipinos admit that the revelries won't be the same as the pre-pandemic times, especially as we are already on the second year of COVID-19 crisis.
Wala nang Pasko, mahirap ang buhay eh. Hindi na maramdaman yan. Ay dadaan na lang. Kasi wala na naman, gastos pa yan eh. Gastos tayo ng gastos. Wala namang kaya magandang income, di ba?
Laban din naman, pero ano lang, ang wish ko lang sana, matapos na talaga. Salamat naman ako sa Diyos kasi hindi ako nagkasakit dito.
That's why one store in Sampaloc, Manila is hoping to bring positive vibes to people even in the smallest of ways. The three-story Christmas factory is selling decorations and ornaments for the most wonderful time of the year. Store owner Jo says that the business started from her collection of Santa Claus figurines, but she admits that the Christmas factory was not spared from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Sa 100% na dumadating, siguro mga 10% lang dumating. Kasi everyday, ang dumadating ng mga namimili is, binibilang namin almost nasa 100, 150 a day, come and go yon. Pero last year, ano lang, swerte na makasampu kami sa isang araw.
But this did not stop Jo from trying again this year. She said she wants to bring joy and cheers to her avid customers, especially those who need it the most.
Kaya lang ako nagtitinda para lang maibaba yung maging masaya lang kahit alam natin na nagdadalamhati lahat tayo. Everyday, yung takot mo nandyan eh. Pero sa darating na Pasko, sana man lang maramdaman natin na andun pa rin ang Christmas, andun pa rin ang Panginoon para sa atin.
From buyers of Christmas figurines to those who just want to go window shopping, everyone is welcome to visit the store to experience Christmas early.
Tanggal ang stress mo, para kang nasa ibang, parang walang problema. Yun ang pinaabot ko sa kanila. Pag pumunta kayo sa store, hindi nyo kailangan bumili. Makita nyo lang itong store, mararamdaman nyo na yung kaligayahan na meron palang ganito pa rin. Kailangan din palang magsaya tayo. Kahit wala tayong pera, kahit nahihirapan tayo, meron pa rin Pasko. Nandiyan pa rin si Lord para sa atin.
For News 5, Jenny Dongon, we are One News.
The TNT Tropang Giga maintained its unbeaten run after upsetting the Blackwater Bossing 96-76 as the PBA Philippine Cup resumes in Pampanga. Mikey Williams put up 16 points and 2 steals to lead TNT, while Roger Pogoy had 13 and 4 assists. With the loss, Blackwater is still winless in 5 games. In Game 2, the Terra Firma Jeep got their first win in 5 tries after beating the San Miguel Beermen in overtime 110-104. For the main game of the triple header today, the Magnolia Hotshots are looking to extend their 4-game winning streak against the Meralco Bolts. And Senate has unanimously adopted resolutions conferring the Senate Medal of Excellence to 4 Tokyo Olympic medalists. Heidelin Diaz, Nesty Petesio, Carlo Paalam, and Yumir Marshall will be the first recipients of the award on Monday. Time to take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Commission on Elections has approved the resumption of voter registration in modified ECQ areas starting September 6. Spokesman James Jimenez said that offices will be open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Voter registration booths and malls will also be reopening next week. The Philippine and United States Coast Guards conducted a joint maritime exercise at Subic Bay in Zambales on Tuesday. Both groups performed exercises on vessel communication, search and rescue, emergency response, among others. This was done to promote security and enhance law enforcement interoperability in Philippine territories. And Gilas Pilipinas was bracketed with New Zealand, India, and South Korea in Group A of the FIBA 2023 World Cup qualifiers. As co-hosts with Japan, the Philippines is already qualified for the World Cup regardless of results in these qualifiers. The first window will open on November 20 this year. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.